Boy, oh boy, when that summer sun starts blazing, your car can turn into a sauna on wheels faster than you can say heat stroke. We've all been there, right? You jump into your car after it's been parked outside, and wham! It's like opening an oven door. You crank up that AC hoping for a blast of icy relief, but sometimes all you get is a pathetic puff of lukewarm air. It's a real bummer, folks. That steering wheel feels like a branding iron, and the seats are trying to cook you. Now what if I told you there's a super simple trick? A hack so easy, you'll wonder why you haven't tried it sooner. Forget those expensive trips to the mechanic, at least for this common problem. You don't need a fancy degree in automotive engineering either. This is something almost anyone can do, right in their own driveway. It's quick, it's cheap, and best of all, it actually works. I've seen it countless times. So buckle up, because I'm about to show you how to transform your car's AC from a wheezing weakling into a powerful ice machine. Let's get started and cool things down. So why does your trusty car AC suddenly decide to take a vacation when you need it most? It's not trying to personally offend you, I promise. Car air conditioning systems are pretty neat, but they're not invincible. Over time, things can happen. They work hard, especially during those scorching summer months trying to keep you comfortable. Think about all the components working together. Compressors, condensers, evaporators. It's a team effort. The most common reason your AC starts blowing warm air, or just air that's not cold enough, is low refrigerant. Think of refrigerant as the lifeblood of your AC system. It circulates through the system, absorbing heat from inside your car and releasing it outside. If the refrigerant level drops too low, there's just not enough of it to do the job properly. Tiny, almost invisible leaks can develop in the seals and hoses over many years. The good news is, this simple hack we're talking about directly addresses this very common issue of low refrigerant. Why spend big bucks if you don't have to, right? Alright, let's talk about the tools for this cooling crusade. You might be picturing a garage full of specialized equipment, but guess what? You don't need any of that fancy stuff. This is a DIY-friendly operation, and the shopping list is surprisingly short and sweet. We're keeping it simple, just like I promised. No need to break the bank or take out a second mortgage to get your AC blowing cold again. Most of what you need can be picked up in a single quick trip to your local auto parts store. The absolute star of this show, the main ingredient in our recipe for a chilly car, is a can of automotive refrigerant. For most cars made after 1994, this will be R134A. However, some newer cars, especially those from the last few years, might use a newer type called R1234YF. Always, and I mean always, check your car's owner's manual or look for a sticker under the hood to confirm the correct type of refrigerant for your specific vehicle. Using the wrong type can cause big problems, so double check. Get a can that comes with a built-in dispenser hose and a pressure gauge. Next up, safety gear. This is non-negotiable, my friends. Grab a pair of safety glasses or goggles. Also, a pair of gloves is a good idea. Okay team, tools and refrigerant in hand, safety glasses on, gloves ready, fantastic. We're about to dive into the heart of your car's air conditioning system, so let's make sure we're fully prepared. Now it's time to get up close and personal with your car's engine bay. This is where all the magic happens and where we'll be focusing our efforts today. Go ahead and pop that hood. It might seem daunting at first, but remember, every expert started as a beginner. Don't be intimidated by all the wires and hoses under there. It's a complex system, but we're going to break it down step by step. We're looking for something very specific, and it's usually not too hard to find once you know what you're looking for. The key is to stay focused and patient. Take a deep breath. You've got this. Confidence is half the battle when it comes to car maintenance. We're on a mission for cold air, and this is the first crucial step in our quest. Finding the low-pressure port is essential for recharging your AC system. You're going to be looking for the air conditioning lines. These lines are the lifelines of your AC system, carrying refrigerant to and from the compressor. These are typically aluminum pipes, and there will be two of them running to and from the firewall, the barrier between the engine and the passenger compartment. They're usually easy to spot once you know what you're looking for. One of these lines will be thicker in diameter than the other. This difference in size is a crucial identifier. The thicker pipe is the low-pressure line, and that's the one we're interested in. This is where you'll be connecting your refrigerant. The thinner pipe is the high-pressure line, and you definitely don't want to mess with that one. High-pressure lines can be dangerous if not handled correctly. On this thicker, low-pressure line, you'll find a service port. This is your access point for recharging the AC system. This port will have a plastic cap on it, often black or sometimes blue, and it might even have the letter L stamped on it for low pressure. This cap protects the port from dust and debris. This cap unscrews just like a tire valve cap. Once removed, you'll have access to the service port. If you're having a bit of trouble locating it, don't panic. It can sometimes be hidden among other components. Your car's owner's manual is your best friend here. It will have diagrams and instructions specific to your vehicle, making the process much easier. Alright, you've successfully located the AC low-pressure service port. Excellent work. You're one step closer to that refreshingly cold air conditioning. Now it's time to connect our can of refrigerant. This part is also pretty straightforward, but like always we want to do it correctly and safely. Before you even think about attaching anything, take a moment to read the specific instructions that came with your can of refrigerant. Different brands might have slightly different designs for their hoses and valves, so a quick read-through is always a smart move. First things first, make sure your car's engine is off. We don't want the engine running while we're making this initial connection. Safety first, remember? Take the cap off the low-pressure service port you just found. Keep it somewhere safe, like your pocket, so you don't lose it. Now take the dispenser hose that's attached to your refrigerant can. It will have a coupler on the end designed to snap onto the service port. Align the coupler on the end of the hose with the low-pressure port. Push it on firmly until you hear or feel it click into place. It needs to make a good snug seal. If it feels loose or wobbly, it's not on correctly. Once the hose is securely connected to the port, you're almost ready for the magic. This is where the real action happens, folks. Charging your car's AC system can seem daunting, but with the right steps, it's a breeze. You've found the port, you've connected the can, and now it's time to give your AC system that much needed boost. This is the moment your car has been waiting for. Okay, first things first, safety glasses and gloves should still be on. Safety is paramount when dealing with refrigerants. Now, go ahead and start your car's engine. This step is crucial as the AC system needs to be running to properly accept the refrigerant. Once the engine is running smoothly, turn your air conditioning on. Make sure it's set to the coldest setting, and don't be shy about it. Crank it up to the max cold setting and put the fan on its highest speed. This ensures the refrigerant circulates effectively. We want the AC system working at full capacity for this process. The more it works, the better it will absorb the refrigerant. Now take your can of refrigerant. Make sure you have read the instructions thoroughly. Most instructions will tell you to hold the can upright while charging, but always double check. Some might say to occasionally tilt it or shake it. This helps in ensuring the refrigerant flows smoothly. Always follow the specific instructions on your can. Each product might have slight variations. With the AC blasting inside your car, you're ready to start adding refrigerant. This is the critical part of the process. You'll typically do this by squeezing a trigger on the dispenser handle. Make sure to do it slowly and steadily, or by slowly turning a valve on the top of the can or hose assembly. This controls the flow of refrigerant. You should hear the refrigerant beginning to flow into the system. This sound is a good indicator that things are working correctly. This is where that pressure gauge on your refrigerant can become your best friend. It tells you how much refrigerant is being added. As you add refrigerant, you need to keep a close eye on this gauge. Monitoring it closely ensures you don't overfill the system. Your goal is to get the needle into the filled or green zone, which indicates the system is properly charged, as recommended by the refrigerant manufacturer for the current ambient temperature. Always refer to these guidelines for the best results. As you continue the process of adding refrigerant in those short, controlled bursts, you should begin to experience the wonderful result of your efforts. Pay attention to the air blowing from the vents inside your car. It should gradually transform from lukewarm or mildly cool to noticeably colder. This is the moment you've been waiting for. It's incredibly satisfying to feel that temperature drop, knowing you're the one making it happen. Keep a vigilant eye on that pressure gauge. Once the needle consistently stays within the recommended filled or green zone, it's time to stop adding refrigerant. When you're satisfied with the pressure reading and the delightful coldness of the air, carefully disconnect the dispenser hose from the low-pressure service port. Quickly screw the plastic cap back onto the service port. And just like that, you've successfully recharged your car's AC system. Give yourself a big pat on the back. Now let your car run with the AC on full blast for another 5 to 10 minutes. Sure, the most obvious benefit of getting your car's AC to blow ice cold is the sheer comfort. No more dreading getting into your car on a hot day. No more arriving at your destination looking like you just ran a marathon. Summer drives suddenly become enjoyable again, whether you're just popping to the shops or heading out on a long road trip. That cool, crisp air circulating through the cabin makes every journey more pleasant. But the advantages of a properly functioning cold AC go way beyond just feeling good. Driving in extreme heat can lead to fatigue, reduced concentration, and even heat exhaustion, which can be genuinely dangerous, especially on longer trips. A cool car interior helps keep you alert, focused, and less stressed behind the wheel. Here's something else to consider. A cooler car interior can actually help preserve your car's interior components. By keeping the cabin temperature down with a good AC, you're reducing the stress on these materials, helping to keep your car's interior looking newer for longer. And let's not forget the financial perk. Taking a few minutes to do this simple refrigerant recharge yourself can save you a nice chunk of change. Well, there you have it, folks. See? I told you it wasn't rocket science. You now possess the knowledge and the power to banish warm air from your car's AC system and bring back that beautiful ice-cold blast. It's amazing what a difference a little bit of know-how and one can of refrigerant can make, isn't it? You don't have to be a master mechanic with a garage full of tools to perform this simple, yet incredibly effective fix. You just need a little confidence and the willingness to give it a try. So why suffer through another scorching summer day with a weak or non-existent air conditioner? Life's too short to be uncomfortable in your own car. This straightforward hack is a true game changer for your summer driving experience. Imagine cruising down the road, windows up, with a perfectly chilled cabin, while the sun beats down outside. That can be your reality, and it's just a quick DIY project away. I wholeheartedly encourage you to grab a can of the correct refrigerant for your car, put on those safety glasses and gloves and give this a shot, maybe this very weekend. What have you got to lose except for that uncomfortable heat? You'll be so incredibly glad you did when you feel that first wave of genuinely cold air hitting your face. Happy, and incredibly cool, driving to all of you out there. Stay safe, stay cool, and remember, sometimes the simplest solutions are the best ones. And with this hack, you're not just fixing your car's AC, you're enhancing your entire driving experience. So, go ahead, take control of your comfort, and make every drive a pleasant one.